I thought he was faking being ill at first. It wasn't unusual for foster kids to cause some kind of drama on their first day. I guess Dad suspected the same because he insisted we go ahead with the drive to our rented cabin, instead of staying home like Mom suggested when Robin complained of feeling sick. 2 hours into the drive, it was clear something was wrong. Robin was ghost white and looked on the verge of vomiting. I asked if he was okay, but got no response. It didn't seem like he was ignoring me, more like he was too out of it to have heard me. I suggested we pull over. Dad made grunts of frustration until a glance in the rear view mirror revealed to him what I already knew. Mom helped Robin out of the car, and he fainted on the side of the road. "Maybe we should go home," I said. "The problem is, we're over halfway now. It'll be quicker to continue to the cabin," Dad replied. I started to wish he had listened to Mom about the cabin in the first place. He thought it would make for a Christmas getaway to remember. Mom argued it was a waste of money and wouldn't be much different from home. Dad was excited for the woodland walks in the area surrounding the cabin, but there's woodland in our hometown too. Mom led Robin back to the car when he was conscious and as recovered as could be expected. "What do you think's wrong?" I asked her. "I'm not sure, but his temperature is through the roof. Possibly some kind of fever." After a murmured discussion, Mom agreed with Dad that at this point in the journey, it made more sense to continue. We had to stop 3 more times for Robin to throw up before we reached our destination. Luckily, the cabin proved to be everything the listing promised, and Mom was able to settle Robin in a big, comfy bed. He turned down the offer of food, so Dad made dinner for the 3 of us. "What's his background again?" Dad asked. "My family often takes in foster kids. I'm adopted myself. Dad isn't always fully in the loop because he trusts Mom's judgment and Ryan, our regular social worker. His mother is in rehab," Mom replied. "I don't think the father was in the picture much. Ryan said the information about him was quite weird, actually. He didn't seem to be of sound mind." "In what way?" Dad asked. "Well, apparently he claimed to be a half-demon. Ryan said he's probably narcissistic." "A what demon?" "Half-demon," I explained. "It means one parent was human and the other a demon. If Robin's dad was a half-demon, that would make Robin a quarter demon, right?" "There's no such thing as demons," Mom said sternly. We spent the evening watching festive films on the cabin's huge TV. It made for a relaxing Christmas Eve. Mom checked on Robin periodically. She said he appeared to be sleeping through the fever. By the time we all went to bed, we thought he was over the worst. We were wrong. I woke suddenly in the night with a pounding heart. I sensed something had disturbed me, but I didn't know what. It was silent until a clattering noise echoed through the cabin. I tried calling Dad's mobile, but he didn't pick up, so I crept into the hall, the chilly air assaulting my skin. I peered into the kitchen and had to suppress a gasp. I thought it was a bear at first, but the moonlight coming through the windows highlighted curled horns. I recognized the creature from one of the films we were watching only a few hours before. Krampus. I almost laughed at the thought, but the monster was unlike any animal I've ever seen. And get this, it was even wearing Dad's Christmas cloak, the one he always wears when we unwrap presents on Christmas Day. The creature turned round and noticed me. The windows instantly froze up, the ice cracking as it climbed the glass. I had always wondered whether I would choose fight or flight. As it happened, I chose neither. My legs became heavy and rooted to the spot as the monster staggered over to me, its hooves clacking against the kitchen tiles. Its legs were bent the wrong way at the knees like a dog's, and its thick brown fur had a farmland stench, but the eyes were all too human. Eyes I recognized as Robin's. I turned my face away from him as he sniffed me, hating the feel of his warm, rancid breath on my skin. I could sense him staring at me, but I didn't dare meet his eye. "Good," he growled. Then he sprinted towards the door, dropping onto all fours. The door was locked, but he crashed through it. My first thought was of poor Dad having to pay for the damage. It's funny the things you think of in a crisis. I checked my parents were okay, but I didn't wake them because I wasn't sure what to say or whether they'd believe me. A few hours later, I decided I better let Dad know about the door for security. We weren't safe with it lying on the ground where anyone could walk over it and get inside. I said I didn't know how it happened. Mom ran to check on Robin. To my surprise, she reported that he was fast asleep in bed. Robin looked much brighter and had a healthy appetite at breakfast on Christmas morning. He claimed to have no recollection of the day before, remembering little after getting into the car. The news reported that several children had gone missing from the nearby village. Dad called the police to let them know there had been a break-in at the cabin, but thankfully Robin and me weren't taken. The police said several other parents had made similar reports. I remember the word the creature spoke to me. Good. Krampus traditionally punishes naughty children. Were the others spared also deemed to be good? It seems ridiculous spoken out loud, but I know what I saw, and I don't have another explanation for the events of Christmas Eve. Robin seems to have genuinely forgotten being ill, so I guess he can't remember his time as a demon when he's in human form. If you think about it, Krampus being a quarter demon makes sense. Like Santa Claus, he's only needed one night a year. Maybe Krampus is actually made up of lots of quarter demons throughout the world, but again, it sounds ridiculous. But if you're hearing this, just be good, just in case.